It has been a privilege to have been the professor, coach, mentor, and sometimes the school mom of this very special person that I'm going to introduce. You know, it may seem unapparent, but to me, May is probably one of the bravest people I know. A definition of a brave person is one who actively faces and endures anything threatening. Okay, she enrolled in 3 of my courses and was my student assistant for more than a few semesters. And if that isn't facing and enduring something threatening, then I don't know what is. Well, aside from Bea's bravery in facing and enduring Ignacio, this seemingly frail-looking individual had to face a number of other obstacles in life. Obstacles and challenges that most of us here will never, ever experience. Obstacles and challenges that she will later on get to share with all of us. And when she does, you should take note that instead of folding up or running away or giving up, she faced them head on. And with a steadfast and unflinching spirit, she plowed through each and every obstacle and challenge with high doses of endurance and perseverance. And in the midst of gracefully facing these said experiences, she consistently managed to get high grades, far exceeded the required work hours for school to maintain scholarship, far exceeded, and tutored with much TLC her peers so that they can pass accounting, math, accounting, strategic management. Oh, did I mention accounting? Okay. Well, above all, Bea led the team who put Enderun as a business and entrepreneurship school on the map when the team placed second runner-up in the recent HSBC business case competition. Enderun competed against such distinguished universities like UP Diliman, DLSU, Ateneo, UST, among others. Well, Bea is my role model. As I try to learn to be brave myself and learn to better juggle the different demands that make up life. She taught me much, probably more than she will ever know. And for this, I want to thank her from the bottom of my heart. I wish to thank her family, Joey, Jo, and Anton, for sharing Bea with the Enderun community. And because you shared her with us, she is leaving Enderun a better place when she found it. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, please welcome the 2018 Class Valedictorian, Maria Beatriz Pongol Gonzales.
How I'm supposed to speak after what Ms. Maravik said, I really don't know. But I will try my best. So to our founders, esteemed guests, President Ed, beloved faculty, parents, and my fellow graduates, I'm so sorry you have yet to endure another speech. But I promise to make this painless, so please don't fall asleep. Many of you know me as the small, fair-skinned tutor of ASC, the school's tutorial program, or maybe as the Wonder Woman of failing grades, or the author behind numerous notes. I've bonded with students through last-minute reviews, tears over Sir Ray's exams, and mini heart attacks caused by accounting presentations. I've taught business math through using who got lines, drama using basketball, and accounting using sardines. In other words, I was the unofficial Enderun professor who got paid in chicken joy, ice cream, and thank you notes. So I've decided to bid my fellow Titans goodbye today in the way that they know me best. Today, in front of all of you, I will be giving my last tutorial session. The English dictionary defines the word valedictorian as the student having the highest academic achievements of the class who delivers the final speech at a graduation ceremony. Although this definition is true, it does not capture the essence of an Enderun valedictorian. Class of 2018, today's lesson will be about why you should not aim to be a valedictorian. First, people think that the valedictorian is someone perfect. Top grades, pleasant conduct, and Kate Middleton hair. But why aim for perfection when you can instead aim to serve as an inspiration? It was in August 2006 when I literally crawled to my parents' bedroom asking for help because I was in so much pain. Pain that I can never fully describe or ever forget. I was diagnosed with congenital intestinal malrotation. In other words, I was born with a messed up digestive system. I became a 10-year-old stuck in a vicious cycle of surgeries, making life or death decisions instead of playing patentero. Hospital bills started piling up. My parents were exhausted from working overtime just to earn enough. They were barely sleeping on the hospital's lousy couch. My brother was alone, and he was scared. And I realized today that after all of that, I've never even said sorry. So Mom, Dad, Kuya, I'm so sorry for what I put you through. Apart from my family, I found solace and comfort in Brother Ceci Ohilia, FSC. In his eyes, I wasn't a sick girl, but rather a resilient fighter who had a story that needed to be shared. He taught me that although challenges may leave scars, they make for good stories, and those stories impart a wisdom that cannot be learned out inside the classroom. Sadly, Brother Ceci has left us, and now all I have of him is this tiny picture and a mission to urge others to make their own impact. If there's one thing that vicious, painful cycle has taught me, it is that while certain diseases can be treated with surgery and medicines, some remain invisible and existing. I was diagnosed with multiple invisible disorders. At 14, I was told I had depression. At 17, I was diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder. And at 19, I was told I had bipolar 2 disorder. In the process, I lost my way and lost the heart that once aimed to make an impact to a soulless version of myself that I didn't recognize. I lost me. But just as my family refused to give up on me, I refused to give up on myself. I refused to be my diagnosis. See, I'm not really sick. I was just given the ability to feel more than the normal range of human emotion. And yes, that means crippling sadness, but that sadness makes me appreciate the sun a bit more. And it also means knowing a happiness that is secret to everybody else. I fell and got hurt on impact, but today I want to use that hurt to create an impact. I am not perfect, but I am standing in front of you with legit shaking knees and hopefully waterproof mascara, admitting that I am mentally ill and sharing with you my story because I hope to inspire you to overcome your own challenges, learn from life, and be brave enough to share yours too. Let your voice be heard and use it to inspire. Second, to be valedictorian, you have to be Michael Jordan. But what about Scottie Pippen? Yes, MJ is the #1 player in the NBA and Pippen was #2. But all 6 rings of Michael Jordan were won only with Pippen by his side. 23 plus 33 equals 6. That was the magic equation. Many great #2s like MJ's Scottie Pippen, Batman's Alfred, and JFK's Secretary of Defense, and maybe Sir Jack's Django Tuason, makes us realize that you don't always have to be #1. Sometimes it's more fulfilling to be the quiet #2 who creates an impact without the expectation of applause. It's not about being #1. It's about helping and knowing when to play the role of a support system. It's about being the Sherpa, carrying the heavy load and leading everyone to the safest path, not for fame, but because you genuinely care. Unfortunately, not all of us had a Scottie Pippen, or a Sherpa, or an Alfred. We have lost so many people, from Anthony Bourdain to Kate Spade to Robin Williams to our own friends and batchmates, in the battle against invisible diseases. Let's change that. Let us be Scottie Pippen. Let us be there for the people who are suffering in silence, who are dealing with broken families or broken hearts or simply hurting. Let's smile at people on the street and ask how our friends are doing and give gifts just because. Let us be the class who both gives back and pays it forward. Let's be kind, and again, let's make an impact. Third, and finally, the valedictorian is the winner. But really, the winner is nothing without the coach. Sharapova had Sven, Kobe had Phil Jackson, and Poe had Master Shifu. When I was younger, I told my dad that I wanted to be valedictorian and summa cum laude. I wanted to be a doctor, an astronaut, and the queen. Like many parents, they encouraged my crazy dreams. I wanted to be great. But after working for ASC for 4 years and meeting people like Zet, who pretty much gave me a Jollibee buffet just to say thank you, King, who would buy me ice cream because I was upset, Mackie, who literally ran and jumped up and down after passing his taxes final, and JK, who coined the term #BatchBea. Being great didn't seem as appealing anymore. Instead, I wanted to push these amazing people to be even greater than they already are. I think all the tutors can agree with me when I say that more than the shiniest medals, the greatest award is seeing your friends and tuties walk on stage with big smiles on their faces and diplomas in their hands. To my tuties, I may have taught you accounting, but you taught me to live. You don't know what kind of impact you've made in my life, and I am incredibly proud to have been part of your journey. To Burr, Hannah, Chong, Nat, Flabs, Matt, Aaron, and Aj, that was a lot. Thank you. You are the reasons I choose life. To our first coaches, our parents, thank you for putting up with us, loving us, and protecting us. To our professors, thank you for teaching us lessons in and out of the classroom. To Sir Carl, thank you will never be enough to express how grateful I am to you. You've taken care of us for the past 4 years. My dear senior high students, please take care of him for us. I envy the students who have more years with you ahead of them, Sir Carl. I and my batch will surely miss you. Para sa mga nire-respeto naming mga guro sa larangan ng wika, salamat. Sir Jerry, Sir Jet, at Sir Ron, kayo po ang nagturo sa amin na mahalin ang sarili naming wika at ang sarili nating bansa. Mabuhay po kayo. To Miss Marivic and Sir Ray, thank you for teaching us to always take the good with the bad, for loving your students, and for going beyond what your job requires. You are the parents we all aspire to be someday. To Sir Jack, you are the reason I am even in this school in the first place. Thank you for seeing potential and believing in me. To my fellow graduates, both senior high and college, I hope you don't aim to be perfect, or to be number one, or to be a winner. Instead, I hope you aim to inspire, to be kind, and to spread greatness and lift each other up. Graduates, give justice to the unique kind of education Enderun has given to you. Think wildly, act fearlessly, and whatever you do, do it with a sincere heart. I am not a dictionary valedictorian. I am here today not as the highest achiever, not as a star athlete, nor as a dean's lister. I am here as an Enderun student, urging all of you to scrap your idea of a valedictorian. Instead, I'd like each and every one of you to aim to make an impact. Aim to be more than just a valedictorian. Aim to be a titan. My dear graduates, and now fellow alumni, here's to the rest of our lives. Thank you.